Guys, we are back with Girl From Nowhere, the Reset, episode 3. I'm so excited because in the teaser, it looked like this episode was going to be so good. You guys told me that each episode is a different director. That makes so much sense now because the vibe is so different. Like the cinematography, the shots, the coloring, everything is different. So it makes perfect sense now. I'm excited for this episode. We saw Sky at the end of last episode, so I wonder if he's gonna come back at some point or if anyone is gonna come back and tie all together at the last episode. Also, you guys left me so many comments because in the last episode I said that I thought the punishment was not good, wasn't enough, I feel like. And you guys told me that in the actual original series, the punishments were way harsher. So I wonder if they tamed it down for this season. But now it's got me very curious when we watch the original. So yeah. Guys, again, if you're watching this on YouTube, this is a cut reaction because of Netflix rules. I have to cut around every 15 seconds. My video cannot be more than 18 minutes. So that is why. If you want my full uncut reaction, I do have it on my Patreon, along with other fun K-dramas if you are interested in that. So yeah, let's watch together. Let's go. This kind of gave me Air for Thailand, the preview.
ไม้บรรทัดล่องหนอยู่ในมือและเราก็ใช้มันเพื่อตัดสินใช้วัดค่าคนอื่นว่าแต่คนที่โดนฟาดหนักที่สุดจะเป็นใครกันแน่นะ
Ooh, I like this episode already. Hatter or hater? Could be both. A mad hatter or a hater. Jamie Holmes, see you soon live. Jamie, okay.
1 2 ไปเลย
There's dogs in every episode. That dog better not die, I swear to you.
ทุกคนขับไว้นะครับห้องเครื่องใจและห้องที่สุดในโลกเลยครับ
Punk stop. Then why are they watching? Is that him writing all the comments?
โอ้ยเนี่ยเมื่อวาน
Is he a
ดู
bot?
ต้นไลฟ์เลยนะเอาดีๆนะดูทั้งวันยังได้เลยอ่ะแก
He's jealous.
สูตรเขาแบบเจมี่ก็น่ารักห้องก็น่ารักอ่ะ
I mean, it's always driven by jealousy. Even all my hate comments on YouTube,
กำลังเมาอยู่พอดีเลย
driven by jealousy.
ห้องน่ารักมากเจมี่นี่นะใช่เจมี่จากช่องเจมี่มีห้องไหมแนนโนเป็นแฟนช่องของเจมี่นะชอบเจมี่กับห้องมากเลยอะ
จริงเหรอว่าแต่เธอคือ
แนนโนนะ
How does Nano find these high schools? Who's inviting her to this high school? Does she just pick them and just randomly go there? Because in episode 1, Sky told her to come, so she came. But here...
ไม่เหมือนคนอื่นที่พยายามจะทำคอนเทนต์พยายามจะเป็นนู่นเป็นนี่ แต่ก็เลย
he's
ไม่รู้หรอ
jealous because he doesn't have any
ขอบคุณนะ
subscribers.
สวัสดี
เธอชื่อนาโนะได้ยินละเราห้องเต้นะ ไม่ต้องทำเป็นอยากรู้จักเราหรอก
Is this the same high school as episode 1?
แนนโนก็ชอบความสันโดษเหมือนกัน
Or is Sky following her? How many subscribers does Nano have?
คนที่โดนฟาดหนักที่สุดจะเป็นใครกันแน่นะ
มึงกำลังnormalize การลวนลามสัตว์เหรอ กูไม่ยอม
He's making new accounts. That's what trolls do.
สิทธิ์กูได้อะตั้งใจปกปิดความผิด เพราะ sexual harassment หมาเป็นเรื่องจริงอะดิ
He's just gonna end the live, isn't he? Damn.
Whoa!
This is so interesting, like to see the perspective of bots and haters. Because I get so many hate comments on YouTube, so it's very interesting to see this perspective. Swifties would go after people that hate on Taylor Swift. Don't underestimate the fans. They will come help you. Is that his eyeball?
ไปห้องเต้มันตลอดเลยตั้งค่ะ
Yeah, I feel like that's what she's been doing. So you could get what you wanted.
ใช่
I mean, it's rooted in jealousy, but jealousy of what? Because his mom? Because his mom loves him more? You helped him get more followers. Damn.
คิดจริงๆเหรอว่าแอคเคาท์เด็กผู้ชายคนหนึ่งที่เล่นกับหมาไปวันๆไม่มีอะไรแปลกใหม่แต่นายไม่ต้องห่วงหรอกนะนายมีเพื่อนทีชีพอีกเยอะเลยนี่
อีกอย่างที่เจมี่อยากบอกทุกคนเลยก็คือ
Apology video.
มีกลุ่มคนที่พยายามจะใส่ร้ายเจมี่มาโดยตลอดเจมี่เลยตัดสินใจแล้วครับเจมี่จะฟ้องทั้งแกนนำที่เจมี่รู้ตัวแล้วว่าเป็นใครแล้วก็ผู้ติดตามทั้งหมดด้วยครับตอนแรกเจมี่ก็ลังเลนะครับว่าจะฟ้องดีไหมแต่ว่าทุกคนก็แนะนำว่าต้องทำให้เป็นแบบอย่างเจมี่เลยต้องทำครับขอบคุณทุกคนมากๆจริงๆเลยนะครับรวมถึงคนที่คอยส่งข้อมูลให้เจมี่ด้วยครับ
2 1
Soon. God, this episode was insane. I loved it so much. I feel like this episode is so relevant right now. The social commentary on bots and haters and how oh my god, there's so much to talk about in this episode. First, I thought this was interesting because this was the first episode where Nano came before everything had already unfolded. Usually in episode 1 and 2, she came after the events had unfolded and then she came to punish. Here, she stirred the pot and she came when things barely started. So that was very interesting. I find it really also interesting how Sky is now in every episode and how we have this backstory of Sky maybe stalking her and trying to find her again. And I wonder if we're gonna turn Sky to be like a bad guy in the last episode, maybe. What was this episode called? Hater, yeah. I thought it was Hatter first, but no, it's Hater. So interesting. I think this is such a great commentary on what's happening because obviously we're in a day and age now where social media is so important for everyone and how nowadays the new generation, literally are called the iPad generation. Their entire lives revolved around their online personalities. Like, people have more friends online than they have friends in real life. People find community online. They find passions online. They find things that they love or hate online. It's the same. Like, I can even talk about us. For example, you're watching my video right now. You're creating a parasocial relationship with me. And I don't know who you are. I don't know your name. I don't know your face, but you know who I am. But when you comment on my videos, most of you don't use their own profile photo. You don't post a photo of yourself in your profile most of the time. And you don't post your full name, like your actual real name. So I find it so interesting because I feel like I relate a lot to this. This has happened to me before. And I also love how they made the commentary between the fact that even when the hater and the bot, who was Hongtae, was being discovered, when his true identity was being discovered, it also shows that the actual people that followed Jamie, his fans, are also part of the problem, because then they doxed and they attacked his mom when his mom was literally doing nothing. Like, she had nothing to do with this. And this literally has happened very recently. There was a story that happened very, very recently where an entire restaurant had to shut down because an influencer went to get food and she got refused, and then she posted it online, and then the she went viral with like millions and millions of views on TikToks, and the restaurant had to literally shut down because the person who owned the restaurant was being so mean to the influencer, and then she called them out. Then the man that did this got doxxed, and then his daughter starting receiving so much backlash for something her dad did, which I thought was insane. It also shows that not only Hongtae is the bad person here, the bad guy. The bad guy is literally everyone. Everyone is part of the problem. The people, the fans. This basically is a commentary on fan wars. This happens in real life with celebrities and artists. And if you think of like big artists like Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, all the fans, they create their parasocial relationships with the artist. And even sometimes when the artist does something really bad, they would come to their rescue no matter what. They can do no wrong because they have this parasocial relationship with them. And this is how Jamie's fan, came to his rescue, even though they found out that he lied. This also is a commentary on, don't trust everything you see online. Everything you see online, don't take it as face value. Take it with a grain of salt, because what you see online is a representation of the best version of someone. If you see like an influencer that you love, you watch their videos every day. Like, for example, you guys are watching my videos. Some of you watch my videos every day and you think you know me, but you don't actually know the real me, because you have never seen me without a camera in my face. So there's always this part where it's like, this is the real me. This is how I am in real life. I'm not acting, I'm not pretending, but I'm performing because there is a camera in front of me. So I'm performing for you, knowing that I am being watched. So with a camera in my face, there is always in the back of my mind this part of me that thinks someone out there is watching me. So can I, this could be a debate, can I be 100% myself truly if I know that I'm being watched and judged? That's a debate. So does that mean I can truly 100% be myself when I'm in front of the camera? I don't know. That could be a debate. I thought this was very interesting because Nano did everything, and then we found out that she did everything to help Hongtae, to basically hold a mirror to him and said, you got everything you wanted. You wanted fame. You wanted, as they said when they were in chemi class, they wanted that dopamine rush. And this was deeply rooted in jealousy. But actually, if you think about it, every hater out there, I don't know about, because I personally have never left a hate comment on the video ever. So I can't relate. But I get an insane amount of hate comments. And this is why recently I have stopped the only subscribers of 1 week and more can comment on my videos because I was getting so much hate comments. And then I'm just thinking, okay, what is rooted in the hate? Because you guys don't know me and I'm also not forcing you to watch my videos. So where is the hate rooted from? And here we could see that for Hongtae, his hate was deeply rooted for he wanted that dopamine rush, he wanted validation, he was also alone. We showed him so alone when he first started, and then we showed him at the end again alone, because you cannot get anything you want truly because you're not even putting your own face and name out there. So Hongtae wanted that fame, but he didn't want it to be himself. He wanted his online persona to be famous. It was also deeply rooted in his mom loving Jamie, and he wanted validation. It's like he thought that if he could get a certain amount of followers, then he would be more valuable, which I think is such an interesting commentary, because that is truly true in real life. Do we hold more values for people that have more subscribers? I think we do. I think in 2025 now it's really deeply rooted in social media. Because do you treat a person that has 10 followers the same that you treat a person that has 10 million followers? Actually, not really, because if these two people go into a restaurant and show their amount of followers, one person will be treated better. The person that has more followers will be treated better because they have more power, because now with their influence, they can influence other people, and then people get scared. They get scared because they think, wow, if they have 10 million followers, that means they have 10 million followers and people that will support them if we don't treat them right. So I thought this was such an interesting comment. At first, when the episode started, I was wondering if we were gonna flip the coin here and make Jamie the bad guy and Hongtae was actually the one that was depressed and sad and alone, and maybe Jamie was. We were gonna find out that he was the bad person, but no, they didn't do that. But you could debate that Jamie also is a bad person, but to be fair, I feel like it's just real life. Real life, people lie. I mean, so many people have had to, especially influencers, have had to post apology videos, and people discover things about their past. Even when you watch a show, you find out an actor 10 years ago did that. People love to find things about a certain person if they want you to hate them the same way that you hate them. Like, for example, if you hate on an actor, like you hate them so much, you hate on a person, you want someone else to hate them with you, because that gives you validation. And that's what Hongtae was doing. This entire thing was so, wow, what a commentary. I hope a lot of haters watch that. But also I find it so interesting when the haters, and when it's flipped, because the haters, then they're sad because we find out the truth about their real name and identity. And it's like, it's so interesting, because I can tell you right now, a hater, an actual hater, all the hate comments I've ever gotten in my life, and I've gotten so many, to the point I had to stop literally my comment section. Never, ever have I ever received a hate comment with someone's real photo and real name on it. They're hiding. They're hiding because they're scared. Because, and why do anyone hate on anyone? Unless you're hating on someone because they did something terrible, like commit crimes, and then you hate them because they're truly bad for society. But if they're not, if they're just a normal person or an influencer, you hate them. Why? To me, it's really rooted in jealousy. You could debate this all you want. I truly believe that 90% of the hate comment I get are deeply rooted in jealousy, because I'm putting myself out there. People know my name, they know my face. I get subscribers, I get comments. I it's always going to be something about jealousy, because without knowing it subconsciously, you actually are jealous of that influencer that has so many subscribers, or that person that everyone loves, like, always. But also, this is a good commentary on parasocial relationship, because Jamie's fans, even if Jamie did something truly bad, I believe they would always have his back. This happens for a lot of celebrities. They do something bad, but then they're like, but now they learned, and they said they will never do it again. So it's always going to be like that, because you create parasocial relationships. So, and this was a really great episode. Also, the cinematography in this episode was great. I love the fight. I love the analogies. I love everything about the fights, the slow motions, the shots, everything. I'm very curious about what's going to happen with Sky. And I cannot wait for next episode. Oh my god. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah, let me know what you thought about this episode. Because I feel like, to me, it relates a lot because I'm a public figure and I have so many subscribers, and this has happened to me, and I receive hate comments on the daily. So I think this is a very fun episode for me to watch because I can relate. But maybe for you guys, this is something you can relate in another way. So yeah, let me know. And thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.